One of the anchors of your office is really its autonomy and independence. But when you look at the budgetary allocations, do you feel that you're adequately resourced to exercise your mandate in a very autonomous manner?
Mboko, when you are assessing the independence of the Office of the Auditor General, world over, there are various parameters that we look at. First of all, is there a broad legal framework in terms of the Constitution and the public and a Public Audit Act, or a public or a legal framework for public audit apart from the Constitution? Then we look at how is the Auditor General appointed, and is there security of tenure? And then we look at the mandate. Is the mandate broadly specified? And I have to say our Constitution and the Public Audit Act has gone a long way in ensuring the independence of this office. However, for the Auditor General and the Office of the Auditor General to be completely independent, even in terms of mandate, in terms of activities, in terms of operations, you need funding. Now, funding is the base for all independence. If you're not adequately funded, then it erodes away all other independence that we have gained through the Constitution and the Public Audit Act. And I must say that is where, as an audit office, because we go through peer reviews, that is where we get scored very low in terms of financial independence, because we have to go through the National Treasury, who is our key client. That is where we also score very low as a country in terms of the independence of the Auditor General. So we are not adequately resourced. If we were, we'd be able to do in-year audits. We'd be able to provide recommendations, raise issues before the end of the financial year. There would be implementation. By the time the financial year is coming to a close, the reporting or the reports that come out or that are issued by the entities, the financial statements, they'll already have amended and, of course, put in the necessary measures and strengthen the internal controls. But now we are coming in at the end. Yeah, funding is key.
And just a clarification on that point you've raised. Is your view then that we should decouple the Office of the Auditor General from the National Treasury to the extent that budget estimates must come from that side? How would you envision it working then?
What I'm advocating is that we know the entire budget of the country. We know that that budget needs to be audited or oversighted. Then can we have a percentage of that budget ring-fenced, created in form of a fund for the Office of the Auditor General, such that when the budget expands, like when we had this pandemic, when we're having this pandemic, you know, the budget had to expand because of the various measures that the government had to put in place. Then, consequently, the budget of the Office of the Auditor General needs to expand so that we can oversight on that expanded budget. We can look at the projects that are being implemented, but that has not been the case. So we are advocating a percentage of the national budget and a fund that is created and ring-fenced and protected.